This is
Chat the Great.
I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned about like your son in the beginning of like radio for that. I wanted to ask you, when you grew up, were you more like the Smiths or the Cure fan? Very curious about that.
I like them both.
Whoa, hang on.
It wasn't. I suppose. The Cure were before the Smiths, so I was already into the Cure when the Smiths came along. Because I was experiencing it all in real time because I'm really old, and so
I'm jealous.
Yeah. So and the Smiths had a bigger impact on me than the Cure. The Cure had already had a big impact, but the Smiths arrived at a time where they really connected, and for my generation, they became the band of that generation. And I was lucky enough to go and see them quite a few times and saw them all over the country. And there were loads of people like me who were going around following the Smiths. So, in a way, when the Libertines arrived and had that kind of impact on people, that reminded me of what it was like when the Smiths happened. But I was lucky enough to be kind of witness to quite a few of these moments. So like the Smiths was one, and then when grunge happened and those bands came through, that was another. And it was great being old enough to be able to go to those gigs and not be stuck at home, because I think previous movements, like I was aware of punk when punk was happening, but I was way too young to be going to any of these punk gigs. So that was, those became my moments. But then, now the whole Smith story has been changing over the last couple of years because, as I was saying, heroes kind of taking themselves off their pedestal by their own stupid statement.